Hello everyone, and thanks for checking out the Allison Brand YouTube channel. Congrats to Venus Williams for winning her first match in round 1 at the US Open 2019. Let's take a look at her stats and then listen in on her press conference after her round 1 victory.
Venus, you've played 22 first-round matches at the Open. You're 22-0. Was this as well as you've played in her first round at the Open?
I don't recall the first rounds that much anymore, but this was a good one. And she's playing really well, honestly, confident, does everything well. And so it was great to be able to perform well against her. You know, it was a good win today.
Venus, what could you have possibly done any better today than you did?
I was happy with today, so I'm not going to ask for more. And whether the win is easy or whether it's tough, a win is a win. And getting to the next round is about getting the win on your side and building yourself up during the tournament and patting yourself on the back for every good achievement.
You're very expressive in your Encore interview just about how much you love your job and everything to come with it. I'm curious if that love feels renewed for you now, or if it's been there consistently, or if there's something you're appreciating more about it recently than you always have.
Yeah, it's a wonderful job, and it's all-consuming. So if you don't love it, it's really hard to do well at it. So, and the fact that I have done well, and it's shown that I have loved it, and will love it, and I'll always love it, even when it's all over. I'll still be a tennis player.
What are your thoughts on today's dedication of a statue in honor of Althea Gibson?
I didn't actually see it, so I'm sure it was a beautiful ceremony. Sometimes it's hard to stay connected to everything that's going on, but I'm so happy it happened.
What do you make of her legacy, and what would you like people younger than yourself to know about what she has meant to people who followed?
I've spoken about Althea extensively. I would love if people knew her more. And it wasn't easy to be African American in the 50s. It was actually, I wouldn't even say easy, it was impossible to do that. And she did it and was a champion. And I can't even imagine what she went through. And because she went through that, she went through it so I didn't have to. And what she achieved, her story just hasn't been told. So that statue, you know, is the beginning of what we should be doing for Althea.
Venus, the Today Show has been highlighting moms for the last few months, and just this last week was your mother on the show. I was wondering, A, if you saw it, what you thought about she said, and one thing that she did say is she always made sure that on the court she might have been a coach, but at home she was always a mom, and how important you feel that aspect of her personality in this whole role was.
Yeah, we never talk about tennis off the court, thankfully. You gotta have a life. And it's good to separate it. And the older I got, the less we talked about tennis on the court, especially with my dad, too. We don't even really talk about tennis ever. So, parent first. They did a great job. I mean, probably a handbook to how to do it.
Did you watch the segment? Did you see it?
No, I was probably at practice, so I'll definitely, get the replay.
Venus, you were surprisingly not re-elected onto the WTA Player Council, at least surprising kind of from the outside looking in. I was just wondering what your thoughts were on that decision and whether you could just kind of reflect on your time as council, what you think you've achieved.
I think every single player is capable of representing the players. We're all united, and I'm very excited for the players that were elected, and I've been on the council pretty much almost every year of my career. So it's always good to get new ideas and new perspectives, and that's what keeps an organization innovative and young. So I'm a player. I still have input on this tour, and I don't think we can go wrong.
So you weren't disappointed or anything?
No, actually not at all. I was fortunate to win the elections I was in. I never went into any election thinking I could win. I just hoped that that maybe it could happen, and sometimes it doesn't.
Venus, just in your time coming to New York, I'm curious if you've ever taken the New York City subway and just your experience of it and
I haven't taken it in a while, but I have.
What do you make of it? What do you make of the going from place to place?
I think it works.
Not really. Not really. Sometimes.
In your experience, would you prefer walking when you're in the city, or do you prefer just?
No, I'm a person that lives in fast forward. Walking frustrates me. I have to run, or I can't. I'm not a walker. I cannot. So yeah, I'm not like someone's gonna walk around the city and be pumped about it.
Can you talk about each of your potential second round opponents, Svitolina or Whitney Seigway?
I've never played Whitney before. Svitolina I've played before, so probably not any surprises there. And Whitney, I don't know her game at all, so I would have to look into that. But regardless, who I play, I have to focus on me. That'll be my main objective.
Venus, you just spoke beautifully about Althea Gibson, but it's such a big day for her. I just wanted to ask a follow-up. What is your thinking about the one quality or the inner character that it took for her to do all she had to do in the 50s? What would you say?
So many qualities when you have to, deal with what she dealt with. I mean, you can't find a doubles player. Who knows what kind of line calls she got. I mean, I don't think people really, I don't even get it. I really don't. I don't think anyone really understands what it was like in those days. My mom and dad do. They grew up in the 40s and 50s in Mississippi and Louisiana, so this is, a country where we came here for freedom, and it was unfortunate that many people were not given that, but because of Althea, people fighting for it, we have gotten a lot closer to it.
Last question? Anyone? Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Well, that's it. Thanks for watching, and congrats again to Venus Williams. Good luck on round 2. See you then.